Tonight in a 16 WAPT special report, Keegan Fox explains how gay couples could eventually be able to marry here, maybe even as soon as this week.
Carla Webb and Josie Pritchett are suing the state over the right to be married. They met and fell in love 11 years ago in Jackson, and last year Carla surprised Josie with a September wedding in Maine.
September 7th, right? I'm terrible with dates. Y'all have to remind me. I do.
Carla and Josie have a 6-year-old daughter and a 2-year-old son. In Mississippi, their marriage in Maine is not recognized, and they say that's a threat to their family.
When there's nothing in writing or that legally protects your kids from other people, it's a frightening way to live.
Carla and Josie say fertility doctors in Mississippi refused to treat them. So an out-of-state fertility specialist transferred Carla's eggs to be carried by Josie.
And we didn't understand at the time that when I carried them, that makes them legally my children according to the state of Mississippi. So they're Carla's biological children, but she has no legal rights to them at all.
Carla and Josie want the option for Carla to legally adopt her children. They're part of a lawsuit challenging Mississippi's ban on gay marriage. A federal judge will host a hearing this week in Jackson that could be historic for gay rights in the state.
The best case scenario is that he agrees with us that the law should be struck down and that he allows his decision to take effect immediately.
Attorneys say a ruling in favor of the plaintiffs would force Mississippi to recognize same-sex marriages performed out of state like Carla and Josie's. It would also make it legal for gay couples to marry. Since 2012, Mississippians can get a marriage license and be married in the same day, no waiting period. Gay rights activist Eddie Outlaw is hosting a reception after the hearing Wednesday night, and he says he'll have officiants on hand ready to perform marriage ceremonies just in case.
There will be people on hand ready, and if our county clerks are prepared to issue marriage licenses that day, people will marry in Mississippi.
Both the governor and attorney general are defendants in the lawsuit. A representative for Governor Bryant says he took an oath of office to defend the Constitution of the state of Mississippi, and that's what he intends to do. A spokesperson for Jim Hood says our court filings will speak for us. Several outcomes are possible Wednesday, but no matter what happens, marriage equality could be forced on Mississippi. That's because the state is part of the 5th Circuit Court of Appeals, along with Texas and Louisiana. And both those states have pending appeals regarding same-sex marriages. Those cases will be heard the week of January 5th.
Once there is a decision from the 5th Circuit on either the Texas case or the Louisiana case, or our case if it gets there by that time, that decision will govern all 3 states.
Carla and Josie say it's a bit scary being the first to take this legal step in Mississippi, but it's for the sake of their family.
This is who we are, and this is our family, and we're a loving family, and I think we're loving people, and we just want to take care of our family. We don't want to make other people do things they don't want to do.
In Jackson, Keegan Fox, 16 WAPT News.